That's what we're going to do right here. There we are. All right, so I was streaming on Twitch earlier, trying out some Warzone. Man, I was streaming with the Sony a7S II back here, and out of nowhere it just died on me. The battery was exhausted. So I'm like, really? I've been doing all these tests with the camera, streaming on YouTube for hours, and it did great. But as soon as I go on Twitch, so that's why I had to switch to the GoPro right here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm going to find a better power source for the Sony a7S II back here. I really want it to be plugged into the wall and just get constant power from the wall. So that's what I'm going to try to do today, and I figured I'd go ahead and stream that. Let's see here. I actually bought one of those dummy adapters for the camera, but it was crap. I don't know. Like, it wouldn't work. I actually took it apart and looked at it. One of the wires came loose from the board. Like, the solder point was really weak. I tried to resolder it back on, but I guess I ruined the board. I burnt it or something. Yeah. So here we go, looking for another way to get it powered up and keep it powered. I don't mind the GoPro, but I really want to use my Sony. It just looks amazing compared to the GoPro stuff. And one of these days, I am planning on utilizing two camera setups. So we'll have the Sony and the GoPro going together. I was thinking about doing the GoPro behind the shoulder, getting a view of the desk. I'm really proud of my desk setup. I don't know why. It's not that crazy impressive. It's impressive to me. I like it a lot. So this works with the a7S II. Yeah, okay. Basically plug into the wall. And this part of it plugs into your battery through a dummy battery situation. Let's look at reviews, shall we? What is this? Is this chick live streaming? Wow, she is. Okay, weird. It's a live stream product review of this product. That can't be the case, right? Let's scroll down. The battery meter depletes while this is connected. Is that normal? Mine is doing the exact same thing. I purchased mine in April of 2020. This product does power my Sony a5100, but my camera does still get hot. Not overly hot. I do not believe it is overheating, and the battery does work as described, keeping my camera on continuously for streaming. Hey, that's what I'm trying to do. It hasn't shut the camera off. However, see more? I also noticed that once plugged into the wall, it starts off at 96%, never 100%. And it does, as you described, deplete down as time goes by. Don't know if this is normal. Camera gets incredibly hot to the touch. Ooh, yikes. What are they using? I wonder what kind of camera that is. A7S. Interesting. Jeez. Why the hell is B&H selling this for 140? Why? Because it's actually made by Sony. Damn, B&H, come on, man. It's $100 more than this one. It's like the same thing. A7S2. Convenient use. Mm-hmm. Tell you what, let's watch a YouTube video. Yes, yes, yes. I know how to use it. I just want to know, how are you guys powering the camera and keeping it powered up?
My name is Jason Vong, and today I'm going to show you how to hook up your Sony camera to your computer to be used as a webcam for live streaming. You will need a few items to get started. Cable. So let's go ahead and dive my output port. But just to be absolutely sure, I highly recommend looking up the camera model and finding out what size is the HDMI. It will be either full, mini, or micro. And believe it or not, there's a huge difference between a mini HDMI and a micro HDMI. I personally use the Alpha 7R Mark IV and the Alpha 7 Mark III, and both use a micro HDMI connection. Next up, ensure that you're buying a USB to HDMI capture card device and not simply a USB to HDMI adapter. The capture card device is what allows the feed of your camera to be sent to your Camlink 4K Plus. Personally, I have the Elgato Camlink, which is incredibly compact and small, which device will likely take a full size. In my case, I will need a full HD use of the best audio while you live stream. I personally use the Rode NT USB. You can use the built-in mic if your computer comes with one, or use a headset.
Does he talk about powering the damn camera at all?
You want a lower third animation or keying out a green screen.
Doesn't look like it.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Chris. I'm a videographer, photographer, and how you can use your A6000, your A6300, A6400 with your camera. But as long as it's a data-enabled cable, it will work fine. If it's just a charging cable, it probably won't work. So just bear that in mind when you're setting this up. If it doesn't work, then try a different cable. You're going to need two pieces of software. You're going to need the Sony Edge imaging software and OBS Studio. So the first thing you're going to need to do is, on your camera, press the menu button, head all the way over to the tools section. It's the very last option on the right hand side. Go to the fourth option within that menu and go down to USB connection, and make sure that's on PC remote. Then just plug the USB cable into the charging port on the side of your camera and plug the other end either into your PC or into your laptop. Let's jump onto the computer and I'll show you exactly what you need to do once you're there. Okay, so now we're over on the computer. You can see I've got these two pieces of software on my desktop. This is the remote imaging software from Sony, and it does download as a bundle, but the remote is the only thing we're interested in, and you're going to need OBS Studio. I'll put the link to both of these in the description so you can find them really easily. So if we just double click the remote logo, you can see that straight away my camera shows up. You just need to make sure your camera's powered on, you've got it connected via the right kind of USB cable, and that you're in the PC remote option within the menu. If it doesn't show up, then just try a different cable. Sometimes they can be a bit temperamental. I've had cables that should work that don't work, so just try a couple of different cables and you should have no problem at all. So if you just double click the camera name, then you can see me again. If you get to this kind of stage but you can't see yourself, make sure your camera is in manual mode. Sometimes in movie mode it doesn't seem to work very well, so just pop it into manual and you shouldn't have any problem at all. And you can notice that the camera is hunting for focus quite a bit. So the first thing I do is turn off the AF, and then it locks onto my face and I'm in focus and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So now that we've got that open in one window, we're going to open up OBS in another window. So we're just going to set up a very basic live stream, and as you can see I've got the remote imaging software on one window and we've got the OBS on another one. So all I'm going to do is add a source, and we're going to go for window capture, and we're going to call it A6300, and then from the drop down menu we're going to select remote, and now you can see me within OBS. So if I press OK, you can drag this around the screen until your heart's content. If you minimize the remote software, it freezes the image. So make sure that, you can put it behind something, you can put it behind OBS and it'll still work, no problem at all, but just make sure you don't minimize it. So once you've got this source in your OBS, you can hold the Alt key and you can resize this to be whatever size you want. And you can crop anything that's undesirable out of the background. You can make that a bit smaller, drag it into the corner, and now you
That's
have
pretty cool.
a perfect webcam system that's going to work for hours on end. You don't really have to worry about it anymore. It's not going to overheat because you're not recording, and it's not going to try and focus on something else. Job's a good one. So that's it. That's the end of the video. If you found it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you gave the video a like and subscribe so you never miss another episode. Thank you again, and I will see you again tomorrow.
I wish you would have mentioned like whether or not it just stays powered on. Does the battery deplete? Wasn't anyone asking questions about the power? Finally, somebody asked, but no one answered. What was that damn software called?
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Chris. I'm a videographer, photographer, and YouTube.
So I wonder if it would be more powerful. Maybe I should go into the USB options in there, just kind of see what's bouncing around, you know. Let's close this. In stream.